So, this, what was it called? Forgot what it's called, but, it's a switch that, when these two get power, it's spring-loaded. So it's a magnet pulls this down and puts the two poles and connects the circuit. So these two are lower voltage, but these two are higher voltage. So it's a switch. So I forgot what it was called.
Correct, but not voltage. It's current, which is what? Begins with an A. Amperes. Amps. Yep. So what's wrong with the solenoid that's on the engine?
I'm not really sure.
So I imagine maybe I don't know what causes them to fail. I would think maybe there's some dust in there from the magnets breaking down or something. So you get like some powder buildup. So when you energize the magnet, the plunger is sticking. It's not clicking, right? So I think it's just stuck. And that's why if I tap it with a wrench, it'll engage. So I think there's some debris in there, or just like the moving parts are worn, and so there's some play in there now, so it's binding up and failing to
or
switch
possibly
over.
There's oxidation.
Could be oxidation, except I'm not hearing a click, so maybe in this switch it's oxidized. Oh, that's not a switch, it's a magnet. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what wears out on them. Maybe we tear it apart.
Maybe the spring is not working, or there's too much corrosion in the inside, like it somehow leaked inside the magnet and caused it to not like fully get power, so it only like goes halfway.
Well, it is 37 years old.
Yep.
Pretty good run for a part, moving part, electrical, mechanical part.
Yep.
All right. Let's test this one with some jumper cables, make sure we get a click.
Yep.
So it's early morning, getting ready to leave the island, get back to the mainland to go to work. Turn the key, push the start button, and nothing. No click, no engine crank. Did have the buzzer though, so I know the key's getting power, but the engine's not cranking. So the first thing I checked was the battery disconnect switch for the main engine, which is down in the engine room. That was on. Next, I checked the fuse, because I do have a fuse on the battery bank for the engine start. Fuse was good. Next, while holding down the start button, I shifted from forward back to neutral and reverse while holding start continuously, thinking, well, maybe it's the transmission safety switch preventing the engine from cranking, but no luck there either. So the next thing to test is the relay solenoid that is mounted just above the engine starter. That's the switch that sends electricity to the starter motor solenoid when the start button's pressed. Checked all the connections on there. Connections were good, continuity was good. So then I'm thinking, well, I must have a failing intermittent relay. Tapped the relay with a screwdriver, went back, pressed the start button, and sure enough, the engine fires up. So I have a spare solenoid that I removed from the house bank. The boat shipped from the factory with a secondary solenoid that closes on engine start to combine the house and engine start bank. Well, I think that's overkill. I prefer to keep things fully isolated. So I removed it, and now I am going to install this in place of my engine start relay. Switch is off, right? The master switch?
Yes.
Push the button. this somehow. I'm so confused. Power, ground. The key on, Beck's master switch on, key on.